London Real, sponsored by Bulletproof Coffee.
Many times language has these limitations, Terence McKenna and Rich Doyle talk about ecodelics or psychedelics and how these chemicals, they basically encourage the innovation of language. They push language to its boundaries because they force people to try to describe the ineffable. When people are ecstatic or inspired, they're more inventive in their use of language to describe said experience. And I think using these visuals and the music in my mashup videos was a sort of further attempt to convey the ineffable experience of subjectivity. So
Do you think?
I could go on a rant. Pause for a second.
You just did. That was great. Language. Terence McKenna talks about language a lot, and we talk about ayahuasca on this show, and a lot of times with psychedelics, which are very similar to what you do is presenting. He says that language limits us because we can't describe what's going on in our brain. And since you use language to communicate, do you find it as a medium to be? Does it hold you back sometimes?
Well, I think language is a tool.
Okay.
Just like writing is a tool, just like photography is a tool. It's an instrument. It's a piece of technology. Like I think most people don't think of technology that way, but that's one of my messages. Is I think of technology the way Kevin Kelly does. He says, if we didn't have the technology of the oil painting, we wouldn't have Van Gogh.
Yeah.
That was the channel through which Van Gogh expressed his subjective experience, his perspective on the world. That's the way we saw the world through his eyes, was thanks to the technology of the oil painting. If we didn't have the technology of the musical instrument, of musical annotation, Beethoven's genius wouldn't have been able to unfurl upon the world. Yeah. Language and the alphabet just is one of those tools, one of those instruments that we use to merge with one another, to share subjectivity. Film, perhaps, is the greatest because it combines everything, right? It combines the alphabet and oration, and then it combines like visuals, and then it combines like music. I mean, really, to me, watching a film like Inception in an IMAX theater, with a particularly receptive consciousness, is one of the greatest kind of psychedelic meditations that is possible for a human being. To contemplate the nature of reality, like by watching a false reality genre film like Inception, like The Matrix, like The Truman Show, like The Game, and experiencing those ideas through the prism of cinema is, to me, one of the greatest kind of psychic explorations that human beings can do. So I guess these are just tools to explore our own consciousness, tools to explore other people's consciousness, tools for self-referentiality as well. As Kevin Kelly says, language turns the mind, a feral mind, into a tool that can now think with purpose and deliberation. Language allows the mind also to perceive itself, right? Through these kind of hierarchies, okay, so I know that I am a mind. My mind is I. This whole idea of like recursion and self-perception, I think, also has a connection to language.